Hey everybody, it's your girl, Educamedical, here to spill the tea, but in a super informative way. Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of pregnancy test strips. We're gonna break down every single step, from understanding how these magical little sticks actually work to deciphering those sometimes confusing results. Buckle up, Buttercup, because knowledge is power, and maybe just a bit nerve-wracking. Let's get started. Okay, so first things first, let's talk science, baby. Pregnancy test strips are like the Sherlock Holmes of hormones, except instead of looking for clues at a crime scene, they're searching for this special hormone called HCG. HCG is basically like the VIP guest list at a super exclusive party. It only shows up when a fertilized egg decides to make the uterus its new crib. This hormone is like the ultimate wingman, letting the body know it's time to prep for a tiny human. And get this. These tests are so sensitive they can detect HCG levels just a mere 10 to 14 days after conception. Like, whoa! Alright, detectives, to crack the case of Am I Pregnant, we need the right tools. First up, you gotta grab yourself a pregnancy test strip. You can find these bad boys at most drugstores, grocery stores, or even online. Next, you'll need a clean container to collect your urine sample. And no, your favorite coffee mug doesn't count unless it's sparkling clean. Lastly, a timer or stopwatch will come in handy to make sure you're following the instructions to a T. We're going for accuracy, people. Now, here's the thing about pregnancy tests. Timing is key. You want to catch that HCG hormone when it's at its peak performance level, and that, my friends, is usually first thing in the morning. Think of it like this. Your morning pee is like the opening act of a concert. It's when the HCG levels are at their loudest and proudest. For the most accurate results, try to wait at least a week after you miss your period. I know, the waiting game is brutal. But trust me, patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to these little tests. Alright, before you unleash your inner peeing champion, let's make sure we're prepped and ready to go. First, channel your inner rule follower and read those instructions like it's the latest gossip magazine. Every pregnancy test might have its own quirks, so it's best not to skip this step. Next, double-check that expiration date. You don't want to be relying on outdated intel. Now for the main event, collecting that urine sample. Remember that clean container we talked about? This is its time to shine. Make sure your sample is fresh and free of any contaminants. We're going for pure, unadulterated pee-fection here. Okay, deep breaths, it's showtime. Grab your test strip and let's do this. First, you're going to want to hold the test strip by the handle, making sure those little absorbent tips are pointing down. Now gently dip the strip into your collected urine sample. Make sure not to submerge the entire strip, just the tip will do. Most tests require you to hold it for a few seconds, so channel your inner statue and hold steady. Once time is up, gently remove the strip from the urine and lay it flat on a clean, dry surface. And now, we wait. The anticipation is real, people. While we're waiting, let's talk about how to read these mystical results. Most test strips have two lines, a control line and a test line. The control line is like the test strip saying, "Hey, I'm working." If you see a second line pop up next to the control line, congratulations, you're about to be a parent. If only the control line appears, then no little bun in the oven just yet. And if you don't see any lines at all, well, that means the test wasn't done correctly, and you might want to try again with a new strip. Okay, the results are in. You've stared at those lines long enough, now what? First things first, dispose of that used test strip responsibly. You're not in a spy movie, so no burning evidence. Next, give those hands a good scrub-a-dub-dub with soap and water. Hygiene is always a good look, am I right? Now, if the results were crystal clear, congrats or better luck next time. But if those lines were a little fuzzy or you're unsure about the results, don't panic. It happens. The best course of action is to wait a couple of days and try again. And there you have it, folks. The complete guide to using a pregnancy test strip, brought to you by yours truly, Educamedical. We covered everything from how these tests work their magic to deciphering those sometimes cryptic results. Remember, knowledge is power, and knowing how to use a pregnancy test correctly can save you a whole lot of stress and uncertainty. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more informative videos. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and as always, stay fabulous.